Hello students, welcome to our this new video. So this is the first video based on the topic chemical equilibrium, that is from the 11th standard. So this is the very important topic as per as 12th point of view. So in the 12th standard we have the study of ionic equilibrium. So in order to understand the ionic equilibria, one should must know what is meant by chemical equilibrium or what is equilibrium in a chemical reaction. So in this video we will learn in details regarding to the equilibrium. केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियमचा अर्थ असा होतो रासायनिक समतोल. आता रासायनिक समतोल म्हणजे काय हे आपल्याला समजावून घ्यायचे आहे. सो फॉर दिस सी देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शंस बेस्ड ऑन the direction of the chemical reaction. The particular reaction occurs in which direction, depending upon that, chemical reactions are classified into two types. That is what the irreversible reactions and reversible reactions. Here, depending upon the direction of reaction, are of two types: irreversible reactions and reversible reactions. So, see first what is meant by a irreversible reaction. So this is the opposite to that of the reversible. So what is that? Reversible reactions च्या opposite ज्याला आपण काय म्हणतो irreversible reactions. So see here. So what is that? So a chemical reaction or the chemical reactions which occurs only in one direction, that is forward direction, are called as irreversible reactions. Try to understand. The reactions which occurs in only forward direction, only one direction, are called as irreversible reactions, and the irreversible reactions are generally represented like this. That is general representation. A changes to B. So that is what. A arrow is placed between the reactants and products. So these are the reactants and these are the products. Arrow pointing towards the forward direction, which indicates the direction of the reaction. And the reactions which occurs only in one direction, that is forward direction, are called as irreversible reactions. So in nature, many more examples of irreversible reactions are observed. So we will see in the rainy season nowadays the waterfall. Is it right? So what is that? In case of waterfall, the water falls from the mountain to the bottom. So that is unidirectional flow of water from top to bottom. Only forward reaction is occurs. So that is an example of irreversible reaction. पहा waterfall. बॉटमचं पाणी आपण वर घेऊन जाऊ शकतो का? नॅचरली नाही. परंतु नॅचरली आपल्याला दिसतं की टॉपवरतून टॉपवरतून वॉटर जे आहे बॉटमला फॉल होतं. ज्याला आपण वॉटरफॉल म्हणतो. हे इरिव्हर्सिबल रिॲक्शनचं एक चांगलं एक्झाम्पल आहे. फर्दर मोर दी बर्निंग ऑफ इन्सेन्स स्टिक. So in that case, that is the spreading of smoke from the burning incense stick. अगरबत्ती आहे ना, ज्वलनशील अगरबत्ती जी आहे त्याच्यापासून जो धूर स्प्रेड होतो, स्मोक आहे. सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो अन एक्झाम्पल ऑफ इरिव्हर्सिबल रिॲक्शन. Furthermore, when we wander in the garden, so we will smell the fragrance of the flowers. So that is also an example of irreversible reaction. So these reactions occurs in the nature. The very well-known example of the irreversible reactions is the all combustion reactions are the examples of irreversible reaction. See here, combustion reactions. Example of irreversible reaction. For example, when carbon solid burns in presence of oxygen gas, formation of carbon dioxide gaseous. So these reactions are shown with the help of arrow or arrowhead pointing towards the products. These are the reactants and these are the products, like this. Okay. Similarly, see one more example: decomposition of potassium chlorate. So it gives KCl solid, O2 gaseous. So this is also an example of irreversible reaction. Okay, are you understand what is meant by irreversible reaction? So regarding to details related to this irreversible and reversible reactions or processes, we will study in thermodynamics in the 12th standard. So this is enough here. So once we understood the irreversible reaction, now it is easy to understand the reversible reactions, and this is important. So reversible reactions, the reactions which occurs in both direction, that is forward as well as backward direction, are called as reversible reaction. So you have to note here that, see here, so these reactions are not occur in the nature, or these reactions one should have to brought about artificially. So see, let us consider a general reaction, how a reversible reaction is represented. So A plus B gives C plus D. So the two half arrows pointing upward, forward and backward are placed in between the reactants and products, which represents a reversible reaction. So look at this. पूर्ण एरो किंवा हाफ एरोनी अशा पद्धतीनं फॉरवर्ड आणि बॅकवर्ड रिॲक्शन जे आहे ते रिव्हर्सिबल रिॲक्शन्समध्ये सी. सो दॅट इज व्हॉट ए रिॲक्शन विच ऑकर्स in both directions, that is forward as well as backward direction. So such a reaction is called as a reversible reaction. So in chemical equilibrium, the reversible reaction is very important because the chemical equilibrium is observed only in case of reversible reactions, and these reactions not occurs in the nature, so one should have to perform in the closed vessel. So what is important that reversible reactions are always brought in a closed container or in a closed vessel. Let us see the well-known example of the reversible reaction, that is what? Decomposition of N2O4 gaseous. So one of the oxide of the nitrogen can be decomposed into, which converts into nitrogen dioxide gaseous. So this is an example of reversible reaction. So this reaction takes place in the forward and backward direction. So condition is that when this reaction is carried out in a closed vessel or container. So one should have to say, look at this, that is what? N2O4 gaseous in a closed test tube. So it appears colorless, but it gets converted into the NO2, that is a reddish gas. So in this way, that is a reversible reaction. Furthermore, H2 plus I2 gaseous gives 2HI gaseous. One more example of reversible reaction. Now see, so one more important example, you might be studied this one, that is hydrolysis of acetic acid. So that is addition of water is good. It gives acetate ion and H3O plus ion. So this is useful in case of ionic equilibrium. In case of ionic ions are involved there, so we will see later on. So see here, so that is regarding to the reversible reaction. Let us consider one more example now. See here, look at this. Let us consider decomposition reaction of calcium carbonate. So when this reaction is carried out in a open vessel, see, if this reaction is carried out in a open vessel, what happens? The decomposition of calcium carbonate on heating occurs and it gets converts into calcium oxide and CO2 gaseous. So in open vessel or open container, so in laboratory this reaction occurs in only one direction, and that is what? This is an example of irreversible reaction. But instead of that, if this reaction is carried out in a closed container, then what happens here? The backward reaction occurs. That is what, and that's why I have shown here. So this, if this reaction is carried out in a closed container, so that is an example of reversible reaction. That reaction occurs in the both direction. Now try to understand. So what is a chemical equilibrium? पहा, रासायनिक समतोल म्हणजे काय ही बाब थोडंसं समजावून घेण्याचा प्रयत्न करा. सो दिस इज ए स्टेज or a state in a reversible chemical reaction where the rate of forward process becomes exactly equal to the rate of backward reaction. That is called as equilibrium state or states. Try to understand what is equilibrium, or what is chemical equilibrium. So this is a stage or state in a reversible reaction. So that is important. In a reversible reaction at which the rate of the forward reaction becomes exactly equal to the rate of backward reaction. पहा ती स्टेज ती अवस्था ज्या ठिकाणी फॉरवर्ड आणि बॅकवर्ड रिॲक्शनचे रेट रिव्हर्सिबल रिॲक्शन्समध्ये सेम असतात, इक्वल असतात, त्या स्टेजला आपण असं म्हणतो की त्या रासायनिक अभिक्रियेमध्ये एक समतोल आहे, रासायनिक समतोल आहे. पहा, सो व्हॉट इज दॅट? दॅट इज the equality in the rates and constancy in the concentrations. Equality in the rates and the constancy in the concentrations is the characteristic of the equilibrium. Okay, are you getting? जसं आपल्याला माहीत आहे की केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम एखाद्या रिॲक्शनमध्ये आहे म्हणजे दॅट रिॲक्शन प्रोसीड्स विथ ए कॉन्स्टंट स्टेडी रेट. पहा, externally it appears like that reaction is stopped, but reaction takes place with a constant steady rate. This is because the concentrations of the all reactant. Now see, आता हे ते पहा, या रिव्हर्सिबल रिॲक्शनमध्ये हे रिॲक्टन्स आहेत फॉरवर्ड रिॲक्शनसाठी आणि बॅकवर्ड रिॲक्शनसाठी हे रिॲक्टन्स आहेत. आपण सर्वांनाच रिॲक्टन्स म्हणू शकतो, रिॲक्टन्स आणि प्रोडक्ट्स म्हणण्याऐवजी. सो व्हॉट इज इम्पॉर्टंट दॅट in a reversible chemical reaction at the equilibrium stage the rates of forward and backward reactions are equal. It means that there is a equality in the rates and the concentrations of all the reactants and products are observed constant, and this equilibrium stage is obtained by maintaining the pressure, temperature, volume, that is the concentrations of the reactants, products constant. So that is what, by keeping the constant the properties of the system, it is possible to attain or to reach a equilibrium in a particular chemical reaction. Okay, so not only this much, but it is also observed that the equilibrium in some physical changes, or in case of the physical changes, the equilibrium is also obtained. So we have to learn also that is what this is regarding to the equilibrium in a chemical reaction. So equilibrium is also observed in the chemical processes, and now we will see the equilibrium that occurs in the chemical processes. Okay. Let us say equilibrium in some physical processes. So there are three types of equilibrium occurs in case of the physical changes. So see here, the first one, liquid vapor equilibrium. So that is nothing but the evaporation condensation processes. See, when H2O liquid, see here, that changes to H2O gases. So we know this reaction when liquid water is kept in a closed container, so it undergoes evaporation. That is what we have already studied. In case of the solutions, the evaporation and condensation processes how occurs. What is that? We know water kept in a container undergoes evaporation, that is some molecules from the surface of water at that particular given temperature escapes from the surface and get gathered or collected over the space which is available in the closed container, and after some time the reverse process starts, that is some of the molecules from the vapor phase are returns back to the liquid. So that is called as condensation. So in order to understand how the liquid vapor equilibrium exists, so you can watch the video which is based on the solutions. Okay, then the another type of physical equilibrium, that is solid liquid equilibrium. So in this case, a mixture of ice, that is solid water, in perfectly insulated thermos flask at 273 Kelvin, that is 0 degree centigrade temperature. So when that is ice is kept in a insulated thermos flask, what happens, that is it is get converted into liquid, and liquid get converted again into the solid form. So in a closed thermos flask, so this type of equilibrium is also called as dissolution recrystallization equilibrium, and we have already seen this is also in case of the vapor pressures of liquids in liquids, vapor pressures of solutions of liquids in liquids. In that case, the dissolution and recrystallization, we have seen or studied the dissolution of sugar in water. So that is also an example of the solid liquid equilibrium. Furthermore, see solid vapor equilibrium. So in this case, the sublimation reaction we know. So sublimation condensation is an example of solid vapor equilibrium. So in this case, iodine undergoes the sublimation reaction, we already seen. So when iodine is heated, so it get directly converted into the gaseous phase. Instead of passing through the liquid, we will call it sublimation. So in test tube we can very regularly such type of sublimations are found in case of iodine, in camphor, in case of camphor, and also in ammonium chloride. We have already studied or seen in practicals, that is the sublimation of ammonia. So this is the solid vapor equilibrium. So in this way, so these are the three physical equilibrium are important, that is liquid vapor equilibrium. So these reactions are very important. Again, we have to learn in details regarding to this in thermodynamics. So one should know, so what is the liquid vapor equilibrium, that is H2O liquid converts into H2O gaseous and vice versa, that is the reversible reaction, or this is also called as evaporation condensation. We have studied in details while studying the vapor pressure. So please watch that video for better understanding. Then solid liquid equilibrium like this, that is the dissolution and recrystallization. So how the dissolution of sugar, that is what we have seen, the preparation of saturated solution. So dissolution of sugar is also the example of this solid liquid equilibrium, or when water is kept or placed in a insulated thermos flask at 0 degree centigrade. So water, solid water liquid equilibrium is observed there, solid liquid equilibrium, and solid vapor equilibrium, that is the very common sublimation condensation, sublimation reactions. Okay, that is iodine, camphor, ammonium chloride shows the sublimation reactions. So here we will see the graphical representation of the a chemical reaction in which a chemical equilibrium exists. So let us see, that is the decomposition of N2O4 so into the nitrogen dioxide. So this is an example of reversible reaction, and in this case the chemical equilibrium is observed there. So when the concentrations of the reactants are here, or the concentrations when plotted against the time, concentrations of the reactants are placed plotted against the time. So we will get such type of graph. So simple graph is there. पहा कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आणि टायमिंग मध्ये हे जे केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम आहे, तर या ग्राफने या ठिकाणी दाखवलेला आहे. वाय ॲक्सिस वरती पहा कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन्स आपल्याला माहित आहे. सुरुवातीला आता पहा ही रिएक्शन जी आहे at the beginning, so only reactants are there. So that is before beginning of the forward reaction, only reactants are there. आणि reactants काय होतं, प्रोडक्ट्स मध्ये कन्वर्ट व्हायला लागतात, आणि म्हणून सुरुवातीच्या काळामध्ये आपण पाहतो at the beginning of reaction the concentration of the reactants is high. पहा N2O4 चं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन इथे हाय असेल, रिएक्टंटचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन इथे वर दाखवलेलं आहे हाय असेल, आणि म्हणून रेट ऑफ द फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन इज फास्ट. ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड, being high concentration, we know that rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration. So in this case the concentration of the reactants is high, and therefore the rate of the forward reaction at the beginning or initially is high, and this rate becomes slower and slower. the reaction, forward reaction gradually becomes slower and slower as the utilization of the reactants occurs. आणि म्हणून या ठिकाणी सिंपल ग्राफ आहे पहा. रेट सुरुवातीला फास्ट होता फॉरवर्ड रिॲक्शनचा, नंतर तो स्लो होत गेलेला आहे. तेच या सिंपल ग्राफने दाखवलेले आहे. ओके, देन लुक ॲट द बॅकवर्ड रिॲक्शन. ही फॉरवर्ड रिॲक्शन झाली. बॅकवर्ड रिॲक्शन पहा. ॲट द बिगिनिंग देर इज नो अपीअरन्स ऑफ द products. As time passes, forward reaction proceeds, the products reappears and the backward reaction starts. But the rate of backward reaction at the beginning is very slow because the concentration of the products is very less. NO2 याचं concentration कमी असेल इथे दाखवलं. That is graph passing from origin. See here. So rate of the, now see backward reaction at the beginning is slower and then it goes on increase. The rate of the backward reaction becomes faster and faster. So initially see the rate of the forward reaction goes on slowing and the rate of the backward reaction goes on increasing. So that is important. So that is shown in the graph, and therefore when time will be reached or attained at particular time, the equilibrium will be reached or attained. So that is the rate of forward reaction becomes exactly equal to the rate of the backward reaction. आणि त्याचा परिणाम म्हणून पहा, एका ठराविक स्टेटला दोन्ही रिॲक्शनचे रेट जे आहेत हे कॉन्स्टंट, दॅट इज पहा, अँड द कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन्स आर ऑल्सो फाउंड टू बी कॉन्स्टंट वन. That is called as the equilibrium state, where the rate of forward and backward reaction is equal or same, that is equality in the rates and constancy in the concentrations. So equilibrium stage is observed. या ग्राफमध्ये तेच दाखवलेलं आहे की या ठिकाणी कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन्स कॉन्स्टंट राहतात आणि एका स्लो स्टेडी रेटनी ही रिॲक्शन जी आहे ऑकर्स. पहा असे दाखवलेले आहेत. कॉन्स्टंट रेटनी कॉन्स्टंट स्पीडनी ती रिॲक्शन जी आहे ती ऑकर होते. तर अशा पद्धतीनं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन when plotted versus time we will get such type of graphs. One more graph when rates are plotted against the time. See here, so rate of the forward reaction, simple graph. So initially rate of the forward reaction, कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन जास्त असल्यामुळे पहा जास्त असतो आणि मग तो रेट कमी कमी होत जातो. That rate becomes slower. Forward reaction gradually becomes slower and backward reaction will become faster. हे पहा, ही backward reaction आहे, ही फास्टर आहे, ती स्लो आहे. आणि म्हणून अशी स्टेज येईल की ज्या स्टेजला the rate of the forward reaction becomes exactly equal to the backward, that is called as the equilibrium stage. Okay, are you getting? So in this way, a chemical equilibrium in a chemical reaction and in a physical process can be explained with the help of these graphs and with these examples. So what we have studied in this video, that is regarding to the chemical equilibrium, the types of chemical reaction based on directions, then the chemical equilibrium in chemical reactions, various examples, and chemical equilibrium in physical processes, and finally the explanation with the help of these graphs. The graphs are very important again here. So we stop here. This is enough. So if you like, don't forget to subscribe and don't avoid to watch the videos, as these videos are based on topics from the 11th, but these videos are most important in order to understand or better understanding of the ionic equilibrium. One must know what is the chemical equilibrium. Okay, so that's all. We stop here. Thank you.